Hello, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is LABRISH Live, where we talk about our favorite reality TV shows from a Black perspective. And at the moment, we are talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 4. And as you can see, I'm on my lonesome today. I'm on my lonesome. Nana's having some technical difficulties, which looks like it's not going to be solved by this time, but we thought we'll push on instead. But she is going to be in the chat. Okay, so let me just go live on Instagram. Oh my god, I've forgotten how to do this. So she is going to be in the chat as well. So you'll see her there. But yeah, I hope everybody is good. Okay, cool. I hope everybody is good and well and everything like that. Hey to everybody. Let me just see who's here already. Morning, Erin. Appreciate you, bright and early. Hey, Yvonne, one of our moderators. Hey, Lady Lyrics. Hey, Will Smith. Hey, Dammy, Sora, and everybody else. Will Smith, I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair at all. Nana doesn't always have technical difficulties at all. But yes, we are gonna. So today, I'm gonna recap the episode, but also we thought it'd be fun if we done a little bit of a call in as well. So once I've recapped and everything like that, then you'll have an opportunity to jump on the link and say what you think, or I don't know, maybe just ask me anything and stuff like that. I'm gonna need your support today. Hey everyone, yes, we are. Is it that bad? I'm actually laughing. Yeah, Auntie Nana's in the chat. She's there. Thank you, Keisha. Hey, so I look pretty. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. This is my new hair. I'm still getting used to it. I do want to cut it a little bit though. I want to cut it to about here, but like I really like the vibe that we're going with today. Guys, also make sure that you book the like button. Make sure you please do it now. And as you guys know as well, please join our membership too. Like we have 2 different versions of it. One is just where you're just our friend and just supporting the channel, which is $1.99. But if you really want to be family, then please opt for the $4.99 option as well, which gives you lots of lovely things, which includes our WhatsApp group, which is lots and lots of fun as well. So make sure you do it. The link will appear in the in the chat at some point, so look out for that. Oh Dammy, you're at work. Okay, cool. I appreciate you. Yes. So as Nana is saying, her internet is down, so it's like a bit of a issue in the area, and there's nothing she can do about it. Well, she's trying as much. Hey buddy, how you doing? Hope you're good. So yeah, guys, please be easy on me today. I haven't done one of these alone for a long time, so yeah, bear with me if I get a little bit tongue-tied. I'm a dyslexic babe, so do you know what I mean? It's very likely that that's going to happen. Okay. Oh, you're on your lunch break. Okay, cool. What are you having for lunch? What are you having? Seriously. Or what are you having as well? What's everyone having for lunch? I haven't had lunch at the moment. I am having a tea. That's what I'm having at the moment, which is, but it's a turmeric, orange, and ginger tea, which is it's a new one that I found, and I was just like, oh, I have a bit of that, and I've put some. What did I put in here? I put some collagen powder in it as well, but it's tasteless, so it should be fine. That's gonna be. I'll eat afterwards. Yeah, what are people saying? I'm blessed, especially with the way the sun is out. Yes, I can't wait to get out there. I've got to rush off and do something afterwards as well. So yeah, I've been eyeing it up. I want to be outside as well. Yvonne is having a chicken salad flatbread with some fruit. Oh, nice. So it's having right now rice and avocado. Oh, lovely. Oh, I could do with some avocado right now. Do you know what I mean? Nana's based in the UK Netscape. What? Are you taking a piss out Nana's? Leave her alone. She's trying her best. Hey, Abbas, how you doing? Buddy's like, I have a Caesar salad, boring. But you know what, Buddy? I like plain things. I have a weird thing. Like, I really like plain things. So I don't mind a Caesar salad at all. I think that's quite nice, actually. Dammy J's having Farmer J. You know what? I haven't been there yet. There's one in my area. There's one in Victoria, but I still haven't been there yet. Is it good? Because they kind of promote it as like being like wholesome and that sort of thing. But, you know, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure at all. But I will eat later. Today, hopefully, there's no drilling as well, because last week it was a bit wild. Thank you guys for dealing with us last week. And yeah, like, what did you guys do for the weekend? Did anyone have any cool Mother's Day stories that they want to share or anything like that? Personally, I didn't really do much for Mother's Day because my mum's in Nigeria and we're not the closest, unfortunately. But when I do go to Nigeria and see her, I will make up for it then. But yeah, that's going to be in a couple of weeks. Did anyone else do anything fun for Mother's Day or get any cool presents or anything like that? Because I saw a TikTok of this one woman who her daughter had filmed her because she was upset with the present that she got. And she wanted a phone and she didn't get that. She got some flowers or something like that and she was not happy. She was not happy at all. But I think, I don't know. I didn't know how I felt about it, because if the mum is the type of mum where she likes what she likes, then get her what she wants, isn't it? No? I don't know. Buddy's saying, I want a big fat burger. Yeah, can't keep eating crap. No. You've got to stop. Cut it out. Dammy J saying, I got my mum a juicer. She loves juicing. Oh, that's nice. I love that. That's really cool. Sora say, how long am I going on vacation for? I'm going for 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm going to see how it is out there, because it depends, because I'm going to Nigeria, then I'm jumping to Ghana for a bit and then going back to Nigeria. So I'm going to see where, you know, if I can jump on anything, if it's possible. I'm not sure yet. Nana, you got flowers. Oh, lovely. That's so nice. Yes, they're supposed to get presents, is it not? You're supposed to. Yeah. Keisha saying a phone. Mother's Day gifts are £20 max for me. What? Her birthday's in June. £20. Nah, you need to up the budget, Keisha. You need to up the budget. Seriously. Oh gosh. But the Dammy talking about her mum's juicer. The combos are not the best. Straight beetroot juice for her. Ooh, no, thank you. I would not be liking that either. Sora saying in France it's in May. Oh, okay, like the US as well. So I just watch everybody celebrate from afar on the socials. Yes. I think in the US and like most of the world, actually, it's in May. I think the UK is just being different for being different sake. It's really, really annoying for them. Barty Gang says, I bought my mum YSL heels before and she never worn them. So wow. But she might be saving them for a special occasion. So we also said she's getting a low budget gift, but we had an amazing time. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. She might be saving them, you know. That might be an investment piece, you know. Seriously. But you know, when something you get a present is so precious that you just don't want to even do anything. You just want to keep it in the box. Yvonne says, my daughter didn't get me anything this year, just a boring. Sorry, Yvonne. Sorry. Guys. Oh, Yvonne, sorry, Pella. Do you know what I mean? Shall we tell her off? She needs to get you. Yvonne's daughter, go and get her a present now. You can go show it to her. Go and get her a present. Darby said no, Nigeria for Mother's Day like the UK. Oh yes, that is very true. Obviously, yes, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, as well as Bardi Gang is saying. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Yeah. So apart from that, this weekend I didn't do much because I was editing for the most part, and we were supposed to go out. Guys, have you seen our video with our new episode with Teja Moses? Please tell me you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, then after this, go and watch that because it was so much fun. It really was. Tidra Moses is amazing. Like she's such a, obviously, I mean, I guess you expect her to be like confident, but she's just like such, she has such a quality about her, like her aura. You can really, really feel it. She's a vibe. She's an absolute vibe. Please go and watch it and leave us a comment as well and like it and share it with all your friends as well. Because I'm just like, why is the views not as high as some of the other videos? Like, run it up. Run it the hell up because it's a really, really good episode. Honestly. Oh yes, thank you guys. Everyone's saying brilliant episode. So this was Smith, great episode. Yes, thank you so much, Sora. The discussion was really good. We tried to cram in as much as possible. But yeah, we didn't have a lot of time because there's so many things, so many other things we wanted to talk about. Keisha saying, love that episode. Her mental attitude is so positive. Yes, yeah. She's just brilliant. She's just a well balanced woman and just great. Really, really like her. Yeah, it's really, really cool. So yeah, make sure you watch that. And yeah, okay, so shall we get onto it then? So Real Housewives of Atlanta episode 4. What are your thoughts? What's your one word to sum up the episode? Did you guys like it? For me, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit mid, but it got a bit spicy towards the end. And I don't know if that's like a running trend. Is that a trend? I don't know. Guys, what did you think of the episode? Let me just sip some tea while I'm waiting. Seriously. Body Gang is saying dramatic in capitals. Dramatic. Everyone is saying boring until the end. Nana's saying, I need more fire. Yes, I hope it's coming. But I feel like this is it, right? We get like, obviously, kind of like little trails from the previous episode. Then it's just like stuff happens and then it's like explosive towards the end. And I don't know if that's just to like keep you watching until the end so you see everything. So we're saying mid because it was like a filler to the drama that we've been all waiting since the season was announced. Yes, this is very true. And we didn't get it. So last week I thought we was going to see it this episode where Kenya and Britt go like full head to head, but we just got a little kind of run up to it. So yeah, really interesting stuff. So the start of the episode, we had Angela and Britt working out. They were working out. Britt turned up with her dog in a pram. I don't know. Like, is this normal? Or is this something that rich people do? I don't know. Because I was just like, what's happening here? So her dog's in a pram. They've gone to work out and stuff, or gone for a walk. I think it was more of a walk, not a hike, right? Little hot girl walk that they're doing. Brit was talking about how she doesn't have a lot of girlfriends. And who is surprised? Because I wasn't surprised at all. Like, I think she just gives that energy that she doesn't get on with other girls to me. And yeah, and then they showed this weird shot of her like spitting on the side of the road, which I thought was absolutely disgusting. I really, really didn't like that at all. And I just thought, are they just trying to show that she's like a bit uncouth, like I don't know, a bit rough around the edges or anything like that? So yeah, but anyway, they get to chatting. Angela reveals that she's not actually seeing eye to eye with her sister right now, and her mum is getting in the middle of it, and her mum actually has some like quite strong opinions on Charles, and she says that it's really difficult because you know, she takes care of her mum and her sister financially, and Charles obviously has opinions on that too, you know. Yeah, Dammy J, I agree with you. Spitting in public is nasty. It's so disgusting. Yeah. Oh yeah, she did say she had an insect fly in her mouth. Well, I don't know. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. Seriously, I didn't want to see that at all. So Britt says, yeah, she can kind of relate because her husband helps out her sister, right? But her sister resents this and, like, you know, says things like, you know, you're not my dad and things like that. And Britt kind of goes into more detail of like what happened with her father who had passed away and said that he died of a blood clot. And her sister Cher has not recovered. So I think it's all affecting all of them, but her sister the most has not recovered at all. And you know, so she talks about this a little bit, and it kind of like sets up what happens on later. Angela then talks about her having a get together and said that she's even inviting Shamia. So Shamia and Angela had a bit of a falling out before, where Shamia was taking the piss out of Angela's nose, and Britt is like, you know what, I think you've got Shamia wrong. You probably just got off on the wrong foot. Do you know what I mean? Like, Shami is like warm and welcoming. And you know what? You know who the nasty one is Kenya, because Britt is obsessed with talking about Kenya, in my opinion. She can't wait to talk about Kenya. But she calls Kenya cold and she calls her nasty nicey. And yeah, then they close out that scene with there being a sign that says, watch out for the snakes. So what can we infer there, for real? So then we go to Shamia and her sister, and Shamia is singing her new song, and it's called Never Had, and it's like, it's very good. Has everybody heard the track? Like, oh no, if I play some of the track, what will happen? Can I play some of it, or can I cut it out? Maybe we can cut it out or something. But yeah, so she played, oh no, let me mute that. She played, well, she was saying that she wants, hey, El Michelle, it's fine, play it. Okay, cool. That she wants the ladies to hear it and get their opinion on it. So let me play some of it for you. 1 second. Play 10 seconds. Okay, cool. I really liked it. I thought she's definitely talented. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and there we go. Cool. Not me figuring this out. Oh, no, let's go there. Baby, go on, relax, kick back, baby, you know I'ma handle all of that. You never had somebody that'll be what you need. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. But like, I think she's got a nice voice. No, I thought it was really cool. It's giving like 90s type vibe a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's quite fresh and stuff. Like, she gives me a little bit, not the same tonation, but like the sound of it reminds me of LMA. Can people hear that? But yeah, I thought she was really good. And she did also talk about Nana saying she likes it, she flows like candy. Yeah, I think so. They've got a similar kind of tone going on. Dami says decent, but the auto-tune is evident. Can you hear the auto-tune? Oh, Bodygang saying it too. Okay. The auto-tune. But you know what? It's fine. Like, as long as it doesn't sound crazy. It doesn't sound crazy. I don't think so. So also she revealed that she was also in a group at one point with Kerry Hilson, which I didn't know about. And she was also in co-ed, which I was just like, what the hell? I never knew this at all. And I used to love co-ed. Like, there's a track called Roll. Actually, I have it. 1 second. Let me even just play a little bit, because I swear this song may have been on a what do you call it, on a soundtrack or something. Do you know what I mean? Because it just, I don't know how I got this song. I really don't know. But I think it was on a soundtrack, because there's not even a video for it, which is weird. Hold on, wait, let me find it. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong video. Here we go. So let me just see. You guys can, if you've heard this before, I think Will Smith is saying that you heard it.
Tell me something.
Really?
Have you ever been around the ATL?
Wait, I don't know if it is, but the Nutty Professor soundtrack, I swear it's like one of them films or something. Yeah, it was a bop, man. I really loved it. And yeah, yeah, it was a vibe back in the day. But again, I don't know how I know that song. No, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Guys, go and listen to it. Oh, Will Smith is saying that it was produced by RL from Next. Oh, really? It definitely has that sound. It definitely has that sound. I think the one on the end is her, no? I think that is her. Let me show it again. That's what I'm assuming. Unless they had member changes. Is this not Shamia here? Can you see my mouse? Is that not her? I don't know. Maybe we can verify. But yeah, I thought that was her. But obviously that's like 20 years ago or something like that. I'm pretty sure. It's a long, long time ago. Okay, so yeah, so Shamia's like, I've got this new track. I want to play it for the girls and everything like that. She also tells Shamia, also tells her sister that she's been invited to Angela's event. And she says, like, if it was me, I wouldn't be invited her, which I thought was very real for her. And then in her confessional, she's just like, how am I going to moonwalk my way out of this? Yeah, because last week she said that Angela looked like LaToya Jackson, and then she starts singing, and she's like, "Your nose is mine." Do. Rude, very rude. Start making tracks and stuff. But yeah. That was the end of that. Then we go to Portia, and she's having a big meeting with her team on Pampered by Portia. She is in head to toe Chanel as well, kind of thing. She really is looking great. And she also reveals that she wanted to retire at 40. And I was just thinking, yeah, me too, man. Me too, sis. I too wanted to retire at 40, but got to put another 10 years on it. But she's like, yeah, soft life is over. She has to work now because of everything that she's going through with her divorces and everything like that as well. And she wants to do this really big campaign for her brand. So like she wants to move from sheets to like duvets and comforters and that sort of thing as well. Then she talks about Go Naked, and this is her hair brand where Drew is an ambassador. Now they do want more ambassadors, and I think it's her cousin. And her cousin said that he talked to Drew, and Drew was trying to do a sit down with her and Dennis and everything like that. And like, they're just like, well, when did Dennis become Quincy Jones, you know? And Big P's just like, yeah, it's giving single white female. So do people think that Drew is obsessed with Portia? Is it given that? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it is. But Big P, she wants to get rid of Drew as soon as possible. She's just like, she hasn't done all her obligations, but now obviously she has lawyers and stuff, and like they have a contract. So she needs to make sure she can't just fire her, but she's trying to look for a loophole to get rid of her. And she's, hoping to fire the bitch. That's what she said. That's what she said. Seriously, that's what she's saying. She wants to get rid of her. El Michelle saying Portia's retirement plan was to marry rich, but she married a Liberty. But that's what happened though. Seriously. But yeah, if you can, then yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because like by this show standard, you don't have to be married for long for that. You don't even have to be married for that long. Seriously. Nana's saying Drew needs a storyline so she's riding on Portia's stardom. Yeah, it's true. Because the way that she lies, it's like water, you know? Honestly. You think it's a story. El Michelle's agreeing. She thinks it's a storyline for both of them. Yeah, no, for real. Because what else is going on for Drew, to be fair? Well, we see Drew next, actually. So she's with Ralph and the kids. They're playing on the lawn and everything like that. I am new to Real Housewives of Atlanta completely. So yeah, I wasn't aware of Ralph and his messiness and everything like that. But yeah, he's been doing a lot. He did say though he wants to get 50-50 custody with the kids and everything like that. And you know, he's talking in the confessional, you know, like, you know, he's not outside anymore, he's inside with the kids. And the producer's like, oh, we thought you was outside because you've come to here with like no shirt on and stuff. And he just starts laughing and that. It is revealed though that Ralph, one of the kids, actually bought Ralph an article that was talking about the divorce between him and Drew, and they kind of like rehashed that they're not actually supposed to talk about. Wait, hold on a second. There's 2 wills. What? Wait, how? Oh no, we have an actual imposter. Sorry, I was thinking, what the hell is going on? We have an actual imposter. Listening. No. Oh, Siri, not you. Stop that. What's going on? Nah. I have a stalker. No way. This is crazy. Original Will has a gold star. Are they saying different things? I can't see. 1 second. Let me go up. Guys, this is weird. So those that don't know, in the chat, we have Will Smith, who's a regular, but there's another Will asking, can any of you sing? What? Who are you? Is it one of your friends, Will? That's what someone's asking. Me too. I want to know too. Asking random questions. Okay. I think on behalf of Will, moderators, do your thing. Might have to be on reveal yourself or reveal yourself or you have to go. That's crazy. We can't have identity theft. Can we have we can't be calling it we can't be condoning identity theft. Will Will says I don't. What? Can we get rid of the other one? I think it's only right? Right, Nana? I think so. Not the same, not the, not the it's literally, it literally is. It's identity fraud. It's frauds. That's straight frauds. Right in front of our faces. It's out of order. Should we do that? Okay, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you. Wild. Wonders will never cease, man. That's absolutely wild. Okay, cool. So back to the story now. So yeah. So basically Drew and Ralph are kind of like talking. They can't, as part of their court order, they cannot what do you call it? They cannot discuss the divorce with the kids. Yeah, that was really weird. I'm not gonna lie, that was terrifying. Sorry, Will. Sorry. Yeah, can't be doing that. Not you, Siri. Stop. What's in my business? Yeah, but basically, I think Drew had called him a narcissist and stuff. And in the confessional, she had to look up the term, you know, to kind of like see if that was the case. And basically, she just ends up saying that he lacks EQ. That's the main thing. Ralph does say to her, like, it, you know, when they're just talking by themselves, like he apologizes and he's like, I can't be a narcissist because narcissists don't apologize. And I was just like, doesn't actually work like that. They will apologize if it gains them something for sure. Do you know what I mean? And then they show a clip of Ralph in his basement. I don't this guy's a lot. It's a lot. Well, he's really happy and proud that he's in the basement. So yeah, they have a little bit of back and forth, and they kind of talk about how they understand how things fell apart and everything like that. And Drew goes on to say that she is not there to destroy him. Like, do you know what I mean? She doesn't really want to fight him. She doesn't want to destroy him. Now, because it's Drew, I don't know, because she does lie so much. Like, is she telling the truth, or is she trying to, I don't know, like, just be strategic here? Which, to be fair, is not a terrible thing in this kind of scenario, but she does lie a lot. Yeah, she does lie. Yeah, Ralph was terrible, honestly. He seemed like it. So yeah, and he leaves the house, leaves him to it. So then we see Kenya, and she's at her spa. Sorry, it's Kenya Moore. That's what I was gonna say. She's at her spa, and basically she's meeting up with Kelly to get her opinion on the space before the big opening that she's gonna do. Kelly has a bodyguard with her, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? And it's actually because of her ex. Yeah, so her ex allegedly had some really threatening behavior. When they went to court, he was held in contempt. He threatened to kill her in court, which is insane. So the court granted her a restraining order against him as well, but she's not taken any precautions. So she is what do you call it? She has a bodyguard. So she's doing all the proper actions to make sure she is safe as well. And the main issue that she reveals in why it's turning so nasty is that he wants the business, and he's already told her that if he gets the business, he's going to shut everything down, basically just to spite her, you know. And she does clarify. She says that they were married for 11 years, but they started the business 8 years ago, so he was around from the beginning. But she does say, like, she does everything, like, do you know what I mean, like it's her baby and that sort of thing, kind of implying he was just there. El Michelle saying, have you seen Kelly's ex? No, I haven't. Ooh. Oh, God. What's Kelly's surname? Let me see if I can find it. I have not seen husband. Let's see. Let's see if I can find a picture. I have not seen him. Is he crazy looking? I'm not really seeing a picture of them together. No, I can't see it. He has stolen my account. What? Will Smith? What do you mean? Girls out of his league. She dated down for him. Oh no. Anyone know Kelly's surname? Let me put in ex-husband. I'm just seeing pictures of Kelly, not her ex-husband. Oh my God. No. No way. Wrong Will. Oh, so see, I'm confused. He even stole the picture that you made. That's out of order. That was stalkable. Okay. Can you guys see this? Is this the husband? I need a better picture. Look, see, they're all pictures of her, not him. That's crazy. Oh no. No, you can't really see it. That's it. Oh dear. Because Kelly, not to. I know there's a lot of short kings out there, yeah, but Kelly's small. He's small. Wow. Wow. Let me see if I can't really find another one. Is that him? Is this him? Oh dear. Okay, sorry. Oh God. He looks old. He looks real old. He looks old when they got married. He looks old here. And that's like, he's like an elder, he's like an uncle. Seems old. Oh my gosh, sorry, I got the wrong. How am I supposed to know which Will is Will? Because they got exactly the same what do you call it? Exactly the same app. I can't see the stars our side, so I can't see them. She was getting that bag, yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. So he's like, that's my bit. Oh God. I can't even see it. I can't see the difference. Okay, cool. Well, green writing is me. Okay, cool. I will. It's still in the chat. Okay, cool. Have you okay, you got rid of. Okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you. Sorry about that. Oh God, there's so much activity today. But yeah. Oh dear. Oh mate, she closed the eye. She did it. Crazy. Well, she's got a restraining order now. Do you know what I mean? They're going through the divorce, got a restraining order now and everything. And he seems to be, according to her, he's trying to be spiteful. He's trying to shut down the businesses and everything, which will obviously take away her livelihood, you know? Kenya was just like, he tried to color purple you, which I thought was hilarious. And then she was just like, well, I waited to excel him. Kelly then does say that she doesn't know what the issue is between her and Britt and everything like that. And I don't even know what Kenya's response was to that. I can't even remember. But Kenya then starts talking about how she blew her college, her daughter's college fund on the spa. And I'm just like, what? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Is that normal? Is that normal? Is this a normal practice? Because I think it's really weird that she would say that. Was she joking as well? I just thought it was really, really weird. Like you blew your daughter's college fund on the spa. Like, even if that was true, why would you say it on the show? I don't know. But she starts crying anyway, kind of thing. Yeah. She's she starts crying. Body Gang needs to be in the WhatsApp group. No, I'm sure you can help sort that out. Seriously. And yeah, so Kelly just feels for her anyway because, you know, she's taking a risk and everything like that. So yeah. So then we see Britt meet her sister. Her sister is late. You know, Britt's not too happy about that. And it's been like a month since they've seen each other, which is not normal, you know. They're only 3 years apart anyway. And Britt was telling the story about, like, you know, people used to try and fight her all the time. Yeah, there's a common theme here. Yeah, and her sister would have pulled up to go and defend her and everything like that. She asked if she talked to her mum, and she was just like, this is the sister. The sister's like, no, I think I blocked her. I'm just like, in what world? Like, are people okay? Oh, see, Nana's saying, I swear I read the spa still ain't open. Is it not? Oh. All that money, Jesus. Maybe she's waiting for things to die down or something. I don't know. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. Do people block their mum? Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, because wow, I think that's where, as much as I have issues with my mother, I can never block her. I can absolutely never do that. I would be scared to do that. Seriously, are people doing that? El Michelle is saying it's open only Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I know someone that goes, oh, okay, cool. El Michelle is in Atlanta as well, so she should know. Cool. One said it's taken as long as Chateau Cherie and She by Sheree. Oh, okay. Body Gang said the spa was open, then it closed. But remember when someone recorded inside it and it was nowhere near done. Okay. Serious. Okay. So maybe it's open now, as El Michelle is saying. But yeah, if it's a weekend thing, that type of vibe. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't be blocking my mum, but she blocked her mum. But you know, the sister's talking about how hurt that she's been. She is basically saying that, you know what, before your husband, like, you were my like closest support system and everything like that, and now you just jump to your husband all the time, and that they're together every day. You know, and everything is husband, and she's put her sister on the back burner. When she's talking. And she says, like, when she's talking and stuff and being vulnerable, she can hear her husband in the background. And I just thought, like, at first I thought, oh, you're just moaning a bit. Isn't this normal? But like, I kind of get that. Like, if you're being vulnerable in a moment, you don't necessarily want, do you know what I mean? Like, someone else there in the background. Like, you have to maintain a little bit of privacy at least. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, I feel like things can get a little bit messy. So I thought it was fair that she was saying that. Do you know what I mean? Britt was saying that she doesn't have a lot of friends, and Mike has been like an absolute rock to her, like her husband. But in the confessional, Britt was like, I know it's hard, her watching, me in my happiness when she isn't in like a safe space. And like, I don't know about you, but I thought this was hella shady. Like, how can you, I don't know, like, how can you say that about your sister? Like, even though if that might be a thing, but like, do you have to say it like that? And like, I thought it was a genuine concern. Like, okay, I want to open up to you, but I can't because your husband's always there. And she took that as like, you're not happy for me because you're not in a good space. I don't know. I just thought I thought this was absolutely wild. Nana's saying, yeah, you need to give that person privacy. I think so. And she says, Britt is a shit friend and sister. Yeah, 100%. I thought that was cold. It was so cold. El Michelle was saying Britt is the girl in Atlanta that thinks every girl is jealous of them. There are a lot of those girls here. Yeah, I think she absolutely gives that vibe. Really and truly, she really gives that vibe. Like, you could just be looking at her and just maybe even looking at her outfit, she'll think you're screwing her. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, horrible. Buddy Gang say Britt is a horrible person. I'm so glad. We are gonna get onto that. We really are. But yeah, I thought there was a weird thing. It did close out with the sister saying, like, we love each other and I respect your marriage and everything like that kind of thing. And yeah, that was that. Then we see Drew in the studio. Drew's in the studio, and guess who else is there? Dennis. Dennis is there on camera with Drew in the studio. So I'm guessing Portia did not win that conversation at all, because Portia, was dead against there being any screen time between Drew and Dennis, which I think is absolutely fair, to be honest. They play the track. And it's really good. I think Drew's track was really cool as well. I think we played it before, but yeah. Dennis says that she needs to be like do more now because she's single, and Drew's like, no, I'm not single yet. There's also a producer there. Kenneth is there too, and he's trying to convince her, like, to be more sexual with it. And Drew's like, you guys are gonna get me into trouble. She then asks like Kenneth to leave. And she says to Drew, like, I've got issues with Portia, like, because you told me that that she was all good with everything, and she's not, and she's got a lot going on. And Dennis is just like, well, when she started this, she was in Nigeria eating fufu. I just thought, Dennis, this was not necessary. I just thought it was just not necessary. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just a sliding. I just thought this was a sliding. Being a Nigerian, do you know what I mean? Like, really? Like, but yeah, basically, because she was out living her best life, you thought, okay, let me go and do this. She's not going to worry about it. But you clearly, both Dennis and Drew, did not talk to Portia about this, which I think is a bit wild. And I feel like I feel like they must be seeing each other. I think they are. I think so. And she's just trying to pretend that they're not. El Michelle said Dennis didn't. You thought that was funny? I thought it was rude. Like, Dennis is a hater. Yeah, he absolutely is. Also, so I love my food. Yeah, same. But like, he wasn't saying it in an endearing way. He wasn't saying it in an endearing way. He was being rude. But yeah, I just thought Dennis, man, it's just sore. He's just feeling sore, isn't he? The body game, that's very American though. They all mess with each other. Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, that's everywhere, but it's giving friends. Yeah, it really is giving friends. Like, I'm gonna date you after you dated that person as well. So then Will Smith is saying that's just her baby daddy, though. No one has to ask her permission. No, I'm not saying permission, but I just think it's courtesy. That's all. I just think it's courtesy. And it's just like, you know, if we want to keep good relationships and good, healthy relationships, as like I'm co-parenting with you, if you're then kind of like in close proximity to someone who's in my circle who I actually hire for my brand, like a heads up would be nice. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't. I don't think that's much to ask at all. Like, do you know what I mean? What? Sorry, Portia tried to fight his what? El Michelle saying Portia tried to fight his mum. Dennis can say whatever. What? What? See, I'm new to this, so I did not know that at all. Nana didn't know that either. Seriously. Yeah. Body game said I wouldn't be surprised if they're dating. Same. I really wouldn't. Seriously. That is wild. Okay. That does change the dynamic slightly. It does. But still, for the good of the, you know, for the child, let's just try and keep it as healthy as possible now. Jesus. Okay, El Michelle saying, oh, you didn't see Portia's Family Matters. Portia was out of control on her show. Really? The first and only season of Family Matters. Yeah, I did not see that. Jesus. Well, she is. She's kind of reality TV kind of gold. She's trying to go down in history or something. Find people's mum. That's crazy. Okay, so then we see Shamia and Portia. They actually FaceTime. They're getting ready to go to Angela's event, and Shamia is working on her apology to Angela. Big P does say that she does want to talk to Drew, but she wants to do it one-on-one. And then we see Kelly and Brett also FaceTime too. And Mike is dropping her off because she doesn't feel safe. And I was thinking, why doesn't she feel safe? And then it turns out the dinner that Angela is hosting is in a place called Bankhead, which apparently is the rough side of town. El Michelle, since you are native to Atlanta, is it the rough side of town? Are they over exaggerating? Because I was just like, I don't even know if they're just doing too much. But yeah, they were really going on like something's going to happen to them in this area. Sorry, people saying Portia loves a fight. Remember the Portia and Cynthia fight? What? Cynthia, Auntie Cynthia. No, Portia's out of control. Wow, she's out of control. She's out. Well, maybe she's better now. He's trying to do better. Wow, but yeah. So the in Bankhead. I've heard, but Will Smith saying I've heard Bankhead mentioned in hip hop songs. Oh, is it? El Michelle is saying it's the hood. I wouldn't go at night. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So yeah, so maybe they're right. I think simply asked for that kick. I might have to go watch old clips at this point. It's where T.I. is from. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's put in context. Thank you. So then so everyone's arriving and everything like that at the event. The event is in it looks like a vault. That's what it looks like. That is. Everybody is wearing black because the dress code is like black. The theme is Black Excellence. Kenya, though, arrives in like a very bright blue. She said she didn't get the memo. Then she said she doesn't own any black clothing or anything like that. I was just like, oh, really, Kenya? She just wanted to stand out. She'd hug some people and then she gets to Britt and she kind of gives her a pat, which obviously Britt takes issue to because she's just like, okay, clearly there's an issue because you're just patting me like that. Shamia arrives and she brings a bottle of olive oil with a branch in it because it's like she's extending an olive branch. Like what? What, Shamia? Okay. And she said that she is sincerely sorry for attacking, Angela's physical appearance because that's not her. You know, that really isn't her. And Angie's like, likewise. And she accepts the apology. Like, no problem at all. Like, it seems like it's water under a bridge now, which I thought it was interesting. Also, as well, I don't believe that's not Shamia. It absolutely is her, because she was making jokes all the time about it. So it is her, of course. Kelly then decides to call out Drew. She just randomly calls her out. And she's just like to Drew, well, you know, at my event the other day, you brought extra guests. I didn't know you was bringing someone other than your sister, because she brought her makeup artist too. And she said, those people did not buy anything. Did you even buy anything? Because I saw you walk out with no bags. And Drew's like, of course I bought something, you know. She shows her phone, and on the phone apparently it's her talking to one of the sales assistant, but what Kelly sees is Dennis messaging, and Drew's like, no, we're in a group chat, it's a group chat and everything like that. Drew then goes on to say that she spent £2,000 in her confessional, and Kelly's like, yeah, you're showing me group texts and stuff and everything, but I'm not seeing any transactions. You know, you came to the event, you was drinking champagne, you was eating hors d'oeuvres, but you know, you didn't buy anything. Maybe she's not used to being in those circles. I was just like, this is so rude. Kelly's rude. I can't lie, she checked her, and she checked her in front of everybody. But like, I would have liked her to keep that same energy, that slightly a little bit more of that same energy in the room. Maybe she did, and maybe they cut it. I don't know. Angela is an elder. Yeah, she did. Yeah, Shamia needed to apologize better. Yeah, I thought that was rubbish as well. I agree with you there. Yeah, Drew, maybe she don't have money like that. Not yet anyway. Maybe at this time. But to be fair, she's going through a divorce. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe she needs to mind her pennies at the moment, because she doesn't even know what's happening with that house. They need to sell the house to get the money for the house, you know? Bardi Gang is saying Drew always lies about money, like when she bought that wig as a $1,000 gift. What? What do you mean? What do you mean, Bardi Gang? I'm gonna need more details. What do you mean? But the thing is, what got me though is that if she's lying, the way she so effortlessly lied in that moment, and she's showing her phone like it's here, when actually Kelly's right. This doesn't prove anything. Like, what the hell? It doesn't prove anything. Yeah, I think it doesn't. She does need to tell the truth, and I agree. That wig wasn't wigging. What wig? I want to see. Okay, so Kenya then starts talking about her grand opening of the salon. Big P is just like, or the spa even, yeah, I want to support, but I want it for free. She doesn't want to spend no money. And then Shamia starts talking about her album, that she's recording an album. She plays the track. Big P's interrupting while everybody's listening, you know, and she's just like, that's not you, that's Drew. Rude. Everybody's clapping, everyone's supporting her, everybody but Big P. Portia's not doing anything. She's not clapping. Her face hasn't changed. Do you know what I mean? Like, Drew's even like, she knows we don't sound the same and everything like that. And I don't think they actually sound the same at all. You know, in the confessional, Portia's just like, well, you know, when I said she sounded like Drew, it's because, you know, I thought it was good, because I genuinely thought that was Drew's song. And I just thought, nah, this ain't cool, man. This really isn't cool. Yeah, I agree. I think Portia might be the biggest hater for real, because you can't even pretend in this moment that, you know, she's doing this thing, she's trying to get feedback and stuff like that. Instead of focusing on who it sounds like, shouldn't you just be encouraging your friends, you know? And it's a good track. Like, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah. El Michelle, yeah, she's a hater and she can't hide it anymore. Yeah, totally agree. So now we're comparing Drew to Shamia. Yeah, exactly. Nana's saying Big P hates that Shamia is a star. Yeah. And like, you know what? Shamia is not even a triple threat. She's a quadruple. Like, she's got everything. Do you know what I mean? She's got everything. She's living her absolute best life. And I think, like, because Portia's not, you know, she's not doing so well. Like, she tried music, it didn't really work out. Like, you know, she got married to a rich guy and he turned out to be a scammer. Like, you know, she can't even control what's happening on the show that she's in. Like, she doesn't want her friend or her, you know, her ambassador to be filming with her baby daddy, and it's happening anyway. So she's big mad. She's absolutely big mad at the moment. Yes, and Shamia, yes, has a legit rich African husband. Yes, yes. She hates that. That's the bit. That's the part she hates the most. But again, saying what Portia doesn't realize the producers will feed into this. Yeah. Will Smith said, if my friend was in that house, I'll be hating a little too. And she got a low-key husband who isn't up in the blogs. Yes, no, I'll crash out too. No, you don't need to crash out. Seriously, what she should be doing is be like, Shamia, like, your husband, does he have any friends? Like, who can he introduce me to? Can I go to, what is it, an error? What was the engineer? Can I go go to an engineer conference? You know, just be happy, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, we can all shine, man. Seriously, it doesn't need to be like that. Portia won't be able to shake off the jealousy and envy comments. Yes, El Michelle. Well, the thing is, if you're behaving like that on camera, it's very difficult to shake that off. Do you know what I mean? Because it seems unnecessary. Even if you have an understanding with your friends, you have to be very clear about what is shown on camera and what's not. And she could even hide it. Or maybe she's just playing into the storyline because they're pitting these two against each other. Why would you hate against your friend? Yes, exactly. Then that's not really your friend. Then that's what I see. If you're not happy for that person, that's not really your friend. And that might be okay, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. Will Smith is saying we never found out what Simon actually did even. Frauds, yes, exactly. 419. That was his job. It's been his job. It's been his job. El Michelle saying Angela might need to watch out. Portia might be making a play for chat. Well, that brings me on because before that, quickly though, we did have Angela saying to get everybody to write down anonymous questions on the deposit slips. And then she got it wrong because obviously you need to say who the question is actually for. So, oh gosh, my alarm. So the first question was to Shamia, and basically it was asked, what did you do to thank your husband for the Bentley he got for your birthday? Do you know what I mean? And I started blushing because she flung her head back and was doing motions to simulate deep throating, and then she got up and she bent over and she was shaking her ass. Seriously, was hilarious. And then Angela was asked a question and she was asked, like, what is a secret that you haven't told anybody? And Angela's like, I'm an open book, like, everybody knows everything. Someone asked her, like, has she ever done a threesome? She says, I don't want like that kind of stuff in my bed. No, I don't get down like that. And then Big P, Portia, was just like, I've heard some things about Charles. Just like, what? Andrew was just like, what have you got? What have you heard? She's just like, oh, next. Portia's like, next question. What do you mean next question? Like, I'm sorry, yeah? I'm sorry. You cannot drop a bomb like that and say, I've heard some things about my husband, yeah? And then be like, next question. First of all, you're at my event, yeah. I'm controlling the questions, so there would not be any sort of next question. Say what you're saying. Say what you're saying with your chest, or don't say anything at all. Like, honestly, again, like, not condoning violence at all, but I'm really surprised that someone's head wasn't slammed into the table. What do you mean? What do you mean? Rude. So rude. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I just thought it was crazy. You guys making a play. She's making a play for Charles. Maybe. Seriously. Yes, buddy guys. She's lucky she didn't get a box. It is not even just one box, two. Seriously. Exactly, oh Michelle. Shall we discuss your husband? Because as Angela said, you don't even like to talk about your husband. So why are you even talking about why is my husband's name in your mouth? Like, what the hell? Seriously. Portia would take an old husband in a heartbeat. Yeah, she ain't got shame, Nana. She ain't got shame at all. At all. Whose first husband? Is that Portia's first husband? So we're saying her first husband was an abusive manipulator arsehole, really. Body Gang saying that Portia apparently is known for threesomes. Is that her thing? Maybe that's her thing. Maybe that's where she shines. Maybe that's where she shines. But yeah, it's crazy. Oh, it's crazy that she made out with Candy. Made out like Candy is this freak, yet she is the real freak. You know what? To be fair, I think they're all freaks. I actually think they're all freaks, all of them, every single last one of them. Because someone asks Kenya, what kind of panties does she have on? Like, I was just, what's happening here? What's happening here? And she flicks up her dress. And what you call it? Big B is just like, you've got the biggest vagina. I was just like, you're freaky. All of you are, honestly, seriously. Kenya was actually asked another question. She was asked, like, why are you worried about happily married women? And she's just like, oh, it's just a habit. She laughs it off and everything like that. She said she's just being silly. And then Britt also has a question for Kenya. She said her question was to Kenya, can you speak to Britt kindly and not with an attitude? And she says, I promise I don't write it. And I was just like, oh, this is strong, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Kenya's just like, well, the answer is yes. I can speak to everybody kindly and without an attitude. Britt obviously takes issue with this, and she's just like, but this is specifically about me. Kenya starts to get annoyed. And you know, they kind of start going back and forth. And Kenya's just like, oh, you want a moment, you know? Like, this is a big moment for you. And Britt's like, no, you're having a moment, or do we need to step out? So I'm just like, okay, so Britt's gone to violence straight away. What do you mean step out? Step outside. Like, she's gone to violence straight away. Kenya's just like, I am the moment. Which I thought was cute. I thought that was funny. And Kenya's just like, yeah, I can speak to everybody kindly and everything like that. But Britt was just like, this isn't about everybody again and everything like that. And they go back and forth again. Then Kenya says, I'm not about to play these childish games like peasants cannot come for a queen. Who told her to say that? Who told her to say? She was just like, what? Peasants? Oh, seriously. She starts getting up. I think they both start standing up now anyway. Do you know what I mean? Andrew's like, what? Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Look, we've got like olive oil here or the olive branch or whatever kind of thing. She tries to give them presents as well, kind of thing. But they just keep going back and forth with each other, you know? And Britt is getting more and more worked up. She's just like, I'm not the motherfucking one. Like, I'm not the one or the two, you know? And no one, the thing what I noticed though, although Britt is cussing, it doesn't seem like anyone is backing Britt. No one is backing Britt at this moment in time. Even Kelly is not backing Britt at this moment in time, honestly. So they show in the confessional that both Portia, Angela, Drew, all saying that Britt was doing the absolute most, that she was overreacting and it was just, what do you call it? It was just too much. Even Shamia was just like, it wasn't that deep, you know? But I was just like, I took issue with that because calling someone a peasant is deep. I'm sorry. It is deep. It really is deep. And it doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to go there. That was rude. And of course you're going to get a reaction. What do you mean peasant? Like, what are you talking about? And especially from, as much as I do think Britt was doing the most with the whole ring scenario, but you know, she thinks highly of herself anyway. So calling me a peasant, that you're not going to get away with that, you know? Body Gang is saying Kenya is the moment. She's grown on me so much that I really love her on the show. Yeah, I can't lie. I do. That was a very good moment there for her as well, kind of thing. El Michelle is so Yvonne is saying I've always liked Kenya and Kenya and her shady self. She's proper shady. Seriously. Okay. Oh, I saw it saying, I noticed this morning from a post that Kenya didn't get a confessional when Ralph had one. Yeah, because I think that Kenya is still in trouble for what happens next episode. So I think that they cut her as much as possible out. Oh my god, that's my door. Bear with me just a moment, guys. 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. 1 sec. That's my door. Okay, I'm back. Oops. Can you guys see me? See me? There we go. Cool. All right. So so yeah. So okay, we'll get there. It's a short interlude. Yes, thank you, Nana. Make sure everyone has booked the like button, please. Make sure you do it now. I appreciate everyone whipping the like button. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that is a good point. So I feel like we'll get to where it got to, but at that point in time, I think that you can expect a reaction from Brit because being called a peasant, that's not nice. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. Please do that, everybody. So yeah, so it's starting to escalate, and so now that they've got their presents and they're leaving, do you know what I mean? And Kelly's saying like, let's stop before we say something we regret. And then Britt wants to call her husband. She's like, where's my husband at? Where's my husband at? Where's my husband at? I was just like, oh my god, you're one of them. You really are one of them. And she's like, I've still got my pistol. What pistol? Girl, what? It was too much. What did she mean? But then you see people like start getting very, as I think someone just said, very quiet, very, very quiet. So like they start going to their cars, but Kenya's car isn't there. So she goes to kind of like more where Portia is and where Shamia is. And like they kind of style it out because she's like, oh, I don't know where to put this thing. But Brit is still getting loud. So she's still waiting for her husband and she's talking about her pistol and saying that she can she's got pistols and whips, or she's gonna pistol whip someone. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But it was just like, are you okay? Like, you're doing this in front of the cat? Isn't this like an actual threat? Like, isn't this a crime? Like, I don't know. This is wild. And Mike turns up. He's there. Maybe he was around the corner or something. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he was waiting outside while they were filming or something, but he was there. And he starts taking off her mic. Mike was taking off her mic. Big P gives Kenya a lift. She's just like, oh, which way you going? Do you want to get back? She's like, yeah, sure. Like, do you know what I mean? So they keep it all calm and they keep it all cute to say like why they're in the car park, and then when they're driving off you hear the mics and them kind of basically saying like, what is the hell she on, why is she going crazy like this? I think it's absolutely wild what happened. You can't be talking about guns. You can't be talking about guns in an area which, what do you call it, Brit herself said that she was scared to be in, is it not? Like, I don't know. Like, I just thought this was way too much. Way too much. What are people saying here? Sorry, I need to go back a little bit. El Michelle is saying Bravo and production have some explaining to do, how Brett threatened a weapon but nothing happens to her. Exactly. I 100% agree. This is wild. Abbas is saying Kenya will always be a villain to me, but I enjoy her screen time. I really like Kenya as well. I like a villain though, to be fair. So yeah, that's she works for me. Dami saying people are saying that Kenya is vindicated. I mean, seriously. Nigel D says, like how she was with that Canadian woman friend or housewife, friend of housewife. Oh, I don't know what that means. Nigel, you might need to explain that to me. Bardi said that will not stand up in court. Someone deserves to be threatened with a weapon for being called a peasant. No, absolutely not. Like, do you know what I mean? I think like at that at the earlier point, I could see why they were going back and forth. Like I could see that was it. So when they done the confessional and they were saying that she was doing too much, it seemed like they were talking about that bit. Do you know what I mean? But when she's, you know, kind of like threatening the weapon, of course, that is way too much. Way too much for Bruce's ego. No, relax. Like honestly, relax. So it says, I don't agree with Brit about going with an R-rated post at your event with everybody, even people that's not involved in the show, is going too far. Yes, it's not. It's definitely poor taste for sure. At that point, the production should have spoken to her. Yeah, 100%. She should have been put on timeout. Like Brit definitely should have been put on timeout. I don't know if this is because also, is this Brit's first offense? Like, I don't know. Do they get chances? I really don't know. Bardigan said security needed to intervene at that moment, and production should have had a getaway car for Kenya. Yep, they did not. This is why Kenya retaliated, because no one put her safety first. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Did you hear Brit's husband tell her she's doing the most? Oh, no, I didn't hear that, Erin. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all. Oh, okay. But she is doing the most. And the thing is, he is the one that's probably, because you hear her like, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Get my husband on the phone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you're putting him in a harm's way as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just is it's unnecessary. Absolutely unnecessary. Like, if you have to go to those extremes for that, yeah, no, it's true. I think it's a lot. So sorry, Buddy saying, sorry, there's a lot of messages. Buddy saying Kenyans are 100% coming back, and I doubt they will bring Brit back. I think it really depends on the reunion. If it can bring a storyline next season, maybe. But then threats are from Brit are serious. Yeah, I would take it absolutely serious. Like it's absolutely crazy. So it says depends on how Kenya and Brit react. Now after the episode airs too, I saw Kenya's response on Twitter, but nothing from Brit. Yeah. Brett, Nana's saying Brit needs to go. We don't need her next season. Yeah, I agree as well. Like it's just, especially this, it's just like, nah, this is too much. She's what do you call it? She's you know when like they say like that the value of the area has gone down, like she's bringing it down. She's bringing it down. Elma Shays said Portia is the only one hanging out with Brit now. Yes, and I saw that Kenya posted traitor when they saw a clip of that or saw that was made public. Okay. So Yvonne said she was calling her husband as she was meant to pick her up. I think she was doing more than that. Yeah, I think she was calling him for that, but also for him to know that she is mad right now, you know, and that she might need backup. That's what I think. I think she was doing thingy. Erin said, why did she let Kenya trigger her like that? Boy, I don't know. I really don't know. It's wild. It's wild. So the next time we so this coming week, what they showed us is that we show Brit talking to some of the girls and saying that, you know, she didn't mean anything by that, and she never ever wants anyone to feel like they're in danger. Yeah, I mean, like, how else are you supposed to take I've still got my pistol? I don't know how else you're supposed to take that. But yeah, like it's violent. It's an act of violence. And we also finally get a glimpse of Kenya's spa opening, and it looks like Brit actually attempted to apologize. She did. It wasn't received well because Kenya revealed a censored picture of what can only be Brit. So it's coming next week. There's a lot to be happening. And there was, you're absolutely right. There was a lot of people there. A lot of them not cut. Who is this hoe? Yes, that's what she said, Bardigan. There was a lot of people in that space. We've never seen them before. They're not really connected to the show. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Yeah. Okay, guys, that is the recap of the show. If you want to jump on and let me know your thoughts, Nana's just put the link in, or ask a question or whatever kind of thing. Nana's put the link in there. Just say hi. We don't usually do that on this show. Actually, to be fair, we did have a call in when we was doing LABRISH like ages ago, 2 years ago, kind of thing, and that was kind of fun. So yeah. Click the link if you want to say hi. I'm at work, so I can't call. Oh, everyone, no worries. Next time. El Michelle says, I think all newbies had an assignment to antagonize the regulars. Kelly was assigned Portia, Britt was assigned Kenya, Angela was assigned Shamia. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Everyone saying the call in the other week was good. Yes, on the comment show. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, anyone want to call in? Say hi. I can't wait for next week, man. Seriously, I think I really want to see how this has all gone down. And I agree. I think that Kenya is likely to be back as well. I do. I think she's probably just been put on pause, you know? So, let me see if some of these comments I haven't got so far. Oh, you know what I forgot about? Jesus. Instagram, then I can see. So difficult. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Sonia saying I like her hair. Thank you so much. Anybody else saying? Yeah. Instagram always gets there. You need to come to YouTube. I need Phaedra. She's probably coming soon. She's coming soon. She'll probably come towards the end of the season, I think. Damn, Phaedra, I forgot she's in. So no one wants to call in? No one wants to click the link? It's just right there in the chat and stuff. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I think she's coming in after they fire Kenya, yeah. Hey, KW. How you doing? How you doing? Bardi is saying, I'm not the biggest fan of Phaedra. I liked her before. She just doesn't know how to keep it real, man. Don't get me wrong, great TV, but does too much. Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, thank you, Ron. Oh, how do I share it? Oh, Ron, thank you so much. Ron has given us a super chat. Yay! Happy 5th anniversary, Aunties. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I love this. You can join just okay, cool. So add in El Michelle to the chat. Thank you. Oh, thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. Appreciate you as always. Okay. El Michelle, you're on audio. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, good.
Hi,
Hello.
How are y'all doing today?
Good. I'm good. Under a little bit of pressure. Hopefully it's not showing. How are you?
I'm doing well. I heard you say that you haven't watched the entire you just started watching the seasons. When did you start watching?
Oh, this season.
Oh, this is your first season.
Yeah, for Real House of Atlanta. I think when they first started, I used to watch New York and Beverly Hills when they first started. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what kept you from Atlanta?
You know what? I think around that time, wasn't it? I think like Love and Hip Hop had started, and that was taking my attention. So I was watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but I think I watched one season of New York, and so that was taking my attention. So I was more there than Real Housewives World. So I started going onto that bit, basically. Yeah.
So when you first started this season, did you have any preconceived notions about the ones that we had, like the Kenya or Portia or Cynthia, Shamir?
So Shamia, I hadn't even heard of. I didn't know she was even like a friend of the show.
Okay.
Portia, I'd heard of. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I was excited to see her. I
Mhm.
was because the thing is, because Candy, I was excited to before I knew there was going to be a change. I was
Mhm.
excited to see, you know, what you call it, Candy. But no, obviously she's not there anymore. So
Right.
yeah, so I didn't have any. So not much, and then everybody else is new, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what did you think about Portia? Because to me, for me, Portia's, I
Hmm.
want to say she's the most interesting one, but to follow her journey from I think season 5 when she came in into now, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting to watch like how she's changed from her look to how she presented herself initially when we
Mm-hmm.
met her. Like when we met her, she seemed, I want to say timid, but she seemed like, she was young. She was a new wife. She was married to Cordell,
Mm-hmm.
this guy who was older than her, that you kind of saw the writing on the wall with them. Like he was controlling and she kind of allowed him.
Mm.
And then
Okay.
that person that we see now is a totally different woman.
Mm.
So it's almost surprising to me to watch her.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, she's had a lot of fights. Like we have seen her fight a
Yeah.
lot on this show. Not just Kenya, the lady who works with I don't know if you watch Candy speak on it. Her producer
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, she has a
Mm-hmm.
producer on there named Jamie.
Yeah.
They had she ran Jamie into a alley in Atlanta. Ran
What?
her down.
What rat like
Right, I'm gonna get that beat, and like took off charging down that dark alley. So
wow. Really?
yes.
That's crazy. You know what? Yeah. I think with Portia, what I knew about her as well was her relationship with Simon. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
think I saw, like all those headlines and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
think even before that, I think I saw when she went to Nigeria and she had like a big party and everything like that. I saw all of that. So I thought like, oh, she's like do you know what I mean? Like she's like a show type of girl and everything like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. Do you know what I mean? She's fighting in the streets.
Yes, there's a little bit of show pony aspect to, and that's not a disrespectful read. It's like she likes to, be looked at, be put on display, I guess you could say, and she
Yeah.
likes being the prettiest in the room. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, I was going to say something else about Portia and her transformation, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh gosh, oh yeah, the other thing about Portia that kind of
Mm.
everybody right now is saying that there's a jealousy or envy about her when it comes to Shamia.
Yeah.
I think it's because we've watched Portia throughout these
Mhm.
years, however many years it's been now, about 11 years. One of the things that what happens with Portia is somebody gets something that she wants, and then all of a sudden she tries to get it. Like her
Mm.
sister, like one of the things people always bring up, her sister had a baby. And the next thing you
Mhm.
know, she met Dennis, and then less than a couple of months' time, she got pregnant with PJ.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
a lot of people, like she wants a baby now because her sister has a baby, and then you
Mm.
hear the story of how she decided that Dennis was going to be her baby daddy.
Mhm.
She was talking to her mom, and I think her sister, and she was saying how I met Dennis, and he said he's single. I don't have
Mm.
any kids. I own my own business. I want to
Mhm.
get married, and then she was just like, and then she like showed like she had her legs open wide, like give me a baby. Like that was the criteria. That was the criteria in front of
So
her
the
mother.
bar, what do you say? You think the bar was low?
Yeah. Yeah, it was low. Also, I'm a very yes.
Okay.
A lot of people
Mhm.
say that it's her mom is actually
Mm.
is a I don't like to say things like that. I'm not gonna say that.
Mhm.
Like her mom kind of gave her the blueprint because a lot of people don't know.
Mhm.
She is she is she was an illegitimate child.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like her
Mhm.
mom was not married to her dad, but then her
Oh,
dad, I don't know if her
her.
dad was married to his wife when he had her, or he didn't marry her and went to her sister's mom, Lauren's mom, and married
Oh.
Lauren. And so
Mhm.
I think a season, like in earlier seasons, her and her sister had, a one-on-one talking about the fact that her her sister's mom made her feel welcome, but the fact that she had
Mhm.
to go there and leave, she always felt like she was an outcast in the family, like she wasn't included
Okay.
in the family.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
that's sad. So
yeah,
that's
that
where
is,
she's got that on her. it's kind of like a bit of a chip on her shoulder. So it's like almost like trying to have to prove yourself or like do things to make you feel better about herself or like herself basically.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a little bit of the whole Simon thing as well. Like I feel like she felt like, I really do feel like she compares her life to her friends and the people and the girls that are around her, which she really should not do. And I think that's where her latch on to Simon came, or she saw this big house that Fallon was living in, and she's like, "Oh, I can have this too." I really don't get it, because my thing is, Portia is a gorgeous woman. There's a lot of men here in Atlanta. The thing about men here in Atlanta, if you find one that's not on the DL, thing about the men here in Atlanta, they don't want to be on TV. Like, you might have the ones like Brittany's husband who wants to be, wants a little bit of limelight, but you're not going to find a man. I feel like you're not going to find a man that's worth substance while you're on this reality TV show, unless you meet them before you get here.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I get it. And also as well, I think like for the most part, the men are punching, right? Do you know what I mean? Like the women are stunning.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, the men are just, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
They're just like mid, if not mid in some cases. Do you know what I mean? Especially like seeing Kelly's ex. Oh my God.
Yeah. When I saw that picture of him, I'm just like, it had to be the money. It has to be.
Has to be. Absolutely has to be. And now she's like, I've come to collect now. Like, do you know what I mean? I've had enough.
Right. But then also at the same time, this crossed my mind. Maybe he was not her regular type. And, some women, they like, I always go for this guy. Let me try something different. And then something different is worse than the last ones that you tried. Maybe that was him for her. Maybe she thought, he treats me so good. Because, some of these men, they love bombers. And then their true person shows up once they got the ring on the finger. All your parents, your family have left you to be a married couple. And then the next thing you know, you have to hold me down. Like, you feel like you have to like clip my wings. And then I feel like also he knew he had a bad one. He knew he had a baddie on his hands. And then, but my thing also is, well, it looks like she's getting her what's due to her as far as her business.
Yeah, is that actually happening? And have you been to any of her places?
I have not. There's something in Atlanta. We have so many Black-owned restaurants. It's hard to keep up, to be honest with you. And then it is hard to keep up. And then you try to support some of these Black-owned restaurants, and some of them are not good. But I have heard good things about her restaurant, just not from just the television or influencers. Like I've heard good things about her restaurant. I know that second location still isn't open that she was showing on the screen.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so fingers crossed, maybe it'll be open for by the reunion or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think she's like the best add-on of the group. Kelly is, as well as Angela.
Yeah, I think Kelly definitely came in hot. She definitely came in hot. But I think I appreciate that now. I think I found it a bit like, oh, this is a bit much in the beginning, especially because of the way that she came at Portia, and then kind of like tried to downplay it when she was talking to Portia. I think, sorry, say that again.
No, I was agreeing with you. Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't really like that, but like I think she's going to bring some spice. So how she handled Drew as well, I can't lie. I appreciate that. Seriously. What is it with Drew and the lies? What is
Drew,
because
she's an actress. I always go back to she's an actress. She's portraying someone on our television screen. This is her greatest role ever. I feel like that's what I personally feel like. The whole I don't know about the whole Ralph thing. Like, that's who you chose to marry, girl, and he's making your life like hell. Like, I don't think they were even together for a year before they got married. So you really didn't even know the plan through the seasons. But when it comes to Drew, like, Drew is such a non-factor for me on this show. Like, I forget that she's on this show sometimes. And I hate to say it because I do like Drew, but I really feel like she is literally here just to, and there's nothing wrong with it, but she's literally here just to promote herself to the next thing. But the thing is, she's not interesting enough, or I feel like she's not giving us the real her for me to even care enough. Does that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. I think like, yeah, because I can't lie. When she talks about her divorce, for example, it seems like there's definitely more of a story there. But when she's interacting with Ralph, it was very vanilla. Like, do you know what I mean? Not that I want to see the destruction of family. I'm not trying to even like see that. But like, I just thought like there's definitely things being hidden here as well. And I get like you sing and everything like that. And that is lovely. But like, I want to see more, right? Do you know what I mean? I want to see more like, you know, she said she opened up for like Tamar Braxton, I think it was, and things like that. So like she's still at like the very kind of like beginning of this. So can we see more of that struggle maybe, like, or that challenge and things like that? Like if you don't want to open up other parts of your life, it just be, I think, a more realistic view would be great. And like, say if she did have a dilemma with like not being able to buy anything at that event as well, like being honest with that would be interesting, you know, but she would be more relatable, I think.
I would agree with that. Like I felt the same exact way as it happened. I'm just like, Drew, if you didn't buy anything, just be honest. Like, girl, I'm going through a divorce. Like, I have 3 kids. I'm going through a divorce with a man who ain't ish. Like, I need all of my coins to handle what's going on inside of my house. You understand that you're going through a divorce. Like, that's how she could have carried it. Another thing with Drew, and I hear what you're saying as far as like, let's see the background of you building your career and everything. I 100% agree with that, but I fault production for not giving us or expanding these girls' storyline because this is your first season. But I go back to when Candy was so busy that she could not make a lot of the events that the girls were having here on Atlanta. And like she was going to Broadway because she had a show that was premiering. She was going to LA because she was doing something here. She was getting an award at the Essence. Like, I think is, can we send a camera so we can see her getting her accolades, like meeting these people? Let us see that she knows the Samuel L. Jacksons, and like let's see, you know, like give us more. Like Atlanta is so much more than these 5 or 6 or however many women that they give us. And these women know a lot of people. Like we can expand our circle here. And on that, as far as how the show gets boring after a while, because I think I heard someone say after the Kenya storyline, the only storyline they care about is Portia and Shamia because there's nothing really else going on.
Okay.
I feel like these shows, they stick us with these women for 15, 16, in some shows 20 years. They stick up with these people for so many years. Can we switch them out every once in a while? Like, can we get Kenya for 5 years, and then maybe 2 years she goes somewhere. You introduce us to somebody new, and then then we bring back Kenya while we have this new like give us a little bit of rotation so we'll miss them a little bit, so we don't get everything from them, so they can have a life and bring some of their life back to us. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think it's always good. It's not good to be oversaturated, even if it is just in this world, you know? So yeah, I totally agree with that. I think, we should miss them. Also, I just want to see more crossover as well. That would be great. Like, do you know what I mean? Or get
like Potomac on Atlanta. I think that's fun too. When you see, like, if you see Giselle coming to give Kenya some advice or something like that, because because they always say like, we're friends. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be great. Yeah. The same thing. I think at one point when Candace was on Potomac, either she was on a show with Drew or Drew was on her show. I can't remember which one. It was one or the other. We could have had a crossover with one of them. You know what I'm saying? But also, what it seems like, I know you watch Kempire. Y'all follow Kempire.
Yeah.
He made a comment one time, a long time ago, once before, that the fights that these girls have is not about what they're fighting about. It's about, it could be about camera time. It can be about who's production's favorite, things like that. And I think that's another reason why I feel like they need to kind of intertwine some of these ladies, like push them out, bring them back in, because it doesn't give you opportunity to start playing favorites with someone who's been there for like 15 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes it might be the length of time that's giving you more status within that production rather than what you're actually bringing to the show.
Yeah. And then Yvonne White, it's time to go. Let me know it's time to go.
No, that's
Yvonne White, she said that only happens on Girls Trip episodes. Can I say, have you ever watched the Girls Trips? Ultimate Girls Trips?
No, I haven't.
I feel like that was I before they even started Ultimate Girls Trips, me and my best friend used to be on the phone literally making up cast for what ultimately became the Ultimate Girls Trips. Like we would be like, can we bring, you know, Bethany along with Nene along with this person over here and like take them somewhere and they just, you know, do whatever they want to do. You know, like to me, that was the best creation that Bravo brought out of their Housewives lineup. Because you really got to see some of the girls who were the villains or the big mouths in their cities go up against like a Kenya Moore, and all of a sudden they become mute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like having all that smoke, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, I don't know when the next time we're going to ever get one of those.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I mean, they need to make it like the MCU, man.
Right? Yeah.
Everybody needs to cross over. Honestly,
everybody needs to cross over. Right? Maybe there's a big party that everybody has to get ready for. You know, like something. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw in the chat someone said Mia wants a peach. Mia from Potomac wants a peach.
Yeah, Nana was saying that. Yeah. I think. What do you think about that,
though? Mia does not need a peach. Mia needs to be fired from Bravo altogether. Is how I personally feel. If we ever do an Ultimate Girls Trip, sis, we will call you. You will be the first person on the list because we know you're gonna give us the most in a less amount of time. But because to me, like the whole actress thing of Drew, I feel like the same can be said of Mia. Girl, you're giving us a representation of what you think is going to be good because you've watched these shows so long and so for, you know, but you're going to give us the Love and Hip Hop version. And the thing is, you want to come to Atlanta, girl, these women will read you for filth. Like, I don't think she understands. Like, you could not handle the reunion with Giselle, and Giselle is not a reader. These women will hurt your feelings all day long, is what I feel like. If she was to come to Atlanta. Someone asked if they think Nene will ever come back. Y'all, we need to say small prayers every day for Nene to come back. For Nene to come back.
I love that. Seriously.
I feel like there is an opportunity for her to come back. For some reason, I feel like next year, I feel like season 17 of Atlanta is going to be the best season ever. I just feel like because I feel like we're going to get rid of Britt. I feel like we're going to get Kenya back for some reason. Because my thing is, I was thinking about this last night. Nene doesn't even need to be a housewife. If she was just a friend of, just coming through, you know, setting it on fire, saying a couple of quick, you know, funny things, you know, one-offs, things like that, the fans would go crazy. The fans would come back. Like, people would show up just to, Nene gonna be on this episode? Let's go ahead and watch this episode. Like, we don't, because my thing is, I don't know if you watch Cynthia's podcast with the girl from Beverly Hills. But she was saying how if she knew being a friend of was like this, she would have been a friend of a long time ago. She's like, she would have dropped the peak and become a friend of a long time ago, because she's like, the shooting schedule, you have to, you know, carve out a piece of time for the shooting schedule when you're a regular housewife. When you're a friend of, they just let you know you have to be, this is the event. If you want to attend, you know, you can be there. The call time is this time, that time, or the other. And that's why I feel like Cynthia's wigs have not been on point this year. Because they probably call her up last minute. She's like, going to throw this wig on. I don't need to call. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she, She just give us the bare minimum. I'm like, girl, are you trolling us with these wigs? What is happening, Cynthia? But the face card don't decline though. That's all.
Never. But like, I feel like she is trolling us. I feel like it's like reverse PR. Do you know what I mean? She doesn't want to get noticed for looking good. She wants to be noticed for looking bad because everyone will just talk about it. That's what I think. Like, seriously, because it's on purpose. Like last time, I think, people were saying it was Ike Turner. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that bowl cut wig. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I know people read that wig for filth was for some reason. I said, yes, Cynthia. Yes. Frame the face. Frame the face. Just like frame.
So bad.
Yeah,
So
but
bad.
somebody said that Nene couldn't come back as a friend of. I'm watching the chat as it goes up.
Yeah. No,
someone said that Nene shouldn't come back as a friend of. Okay. I don't. Okay, I feel like you're right. They will have to pay. They will have to. I feel like Nene should get the money that she was making before she left as a friend of. If that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Like let's give it to you in doses, because when you was here the last time, you acted like you did not want to be here. Like, girl, you slammed the computer down in our face. You didn't see that, but they had the reunion during COVID times, and they were reading her so good that she got mad and just slammed the computer down and walked away. And that was the last time. That was like the last time we saw Nene on the Housewives. So I feel like she acted like she was too tired. So let's just give you some light. You can still come in the scene, and then if you feel like you want to come back, let's get back. You can come back as a regular housewife.
Yeah, I think that's a good strategy. I think if she came in as a friend only in title, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe like less frequent like screen time and stuff, but still impactful, and like maybe for season 17, and then she comes back as a full housewife in season 18. Do you know what I mean? So you're kind of like dripping it, seeing what the audience like, seeing if they're, you know what I mean, super into it, which they more than likely are going to be. Do you know what I mean? You can test it out, and then with an option to expand in season 18. I think that would be really cool, honestly. But thank you, El Michelle.
No
really
problem.
appreciate you. Seriously. No, thank you so much. And it's good to put a voice to the name and everything like that. As well. You'll be our resident, what do you call it? Atlantean.
Atlanta Atlanta in the streets of Atlanta or something like that.
In the streets, yes. Do you know what I mean? Give us the real tea. Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
No problem at all. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I love that. Thank you so much. Seriously, guys, that was very, very informative. There's so much in the chat. Oh my gosh, what are people saying here? Let me just go from the bottom. Erin is saying, to be honest, Kenya should hang it up as well. She's not given anything new. The marriage is dead. The workout tape is collected. At least she got her baby. Very true. Very true. Seriously. Lumberjack, there is something so empowering hearing Black women across the diaspora chatting it up. You just got a subscriber. Thank you so much, Lumberjack. I think I'm saying that right. Lumberjack T. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I love it. International conversation. Guys, the link is in the chat if you want to say your 2 cents or 2 pence on Real Housewives of Atlanta, or maybe you just want to ask a question in general as well, kind of thing. Just click the link. Yay. Yeah, and thank El Michelle. She gave us some absolute tea, man. Seriously, I love that. So I'm just scrolling up and seeing what other people are saying. Bardi Guns, yes, as Nene's getting older, it'll be amazing to just have the actual cast one more time before they all retire. Yes. Can you imagine like a Real Housewives of Atlanta All-Stars or Originals? Yeah. Oh, correct. So thanks for the love, sis. Cool. Nigel D says Drew is almost like a cartoon character. Honestly, she is playing a role. El Michelle, I 100% agree with that. She's playing a role. Yeah, she's got her character. What do we think though? Mia, or maybe I missed it in the chat. But Mia being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, do we think yay or nay? Oh, we have another caller. Put it in the chat anyway. Hey, Miss Erin.
Hey.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Listen, guys, I'm on vacation, so that's why I haven't been like in.
Yeah.
But I have been catching up to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know,
Amazing.
I gotta get my reality TV in.
Yes.
But
Where are you vacating though? Where are you?
so I am in Mexico.
Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Which well, not to give too much away, but which part?
Close to the border.
Close to the border. Okay.
Close to the border.
Lovely.
But, I have been catching up on the Atlanta, and this season is just, you know, It's for me. I would have to say the best season they've had since like Nene and Phaedra and the rest left was probably the season with Ava Marcel.
Okay.
From Top Model.
Yes.
Her
Yeah.
versus Nene's best friend. I don't forgot her damn name. Marlo.
Okay.
Baby.
Yeah.
That was a good season.
Yeah.
But this one, I'm not really sure who some of these women are, to be honest. And the energy that they're coming with, it's very much given Wags Miami rather than Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not getting Housewives from them. I'm getting just Wag. Like, that's what it's really given, the energy and the entitlement that they have. And it's, I'm not a Kenya fan. I'm just gonna say this right now because I done met this. I met Kenya, and let me tell you right now, the attitude is not it.
Really?
She just wasn't. She wasn't nice. She wasn't warm. She wasn't friendly. So what you see is essentially what you get.
Okay.
But I didn't like the energy that Britt was given. I felt like, girl, it's not that deep. Why do you want her to be nice to you? Why is it so important for someone that you barely know to give you some sort of like affection? Like, it shouldn't matter to you. She should be one less person. Like, you are on the show. She's guest starring. The more attention you give her, the more you're letting her know that, oh, she's still the queen. So when she called you a peasant, it's because you were acting like one, baby. You were acting like one. Like, you literally gave her the crown, and you were like, why can't you be nice to me? What?
Yeah.
What is this? And then you want to get mad and be like, I'm a pistol whip her. What? How did we get here?
How did we get that? Because that seemed extreme. That was like it was like an escalation, which I couldn't even have fathomed. Do you know what I mean? Is that normal? That's not normal, right?
It's not normal, but it's just, I think that there has to be something more with Britt and Kenya for it to get to that level. Like, maybe Kenya's shaded her in the past, or maybe there's a reason. Because it can't just be because she mentioned her marriage and stuff like that. I don't think it's that. For you to go to the level of wanting to pistol whip her, bitch, she slept with your man, she messed with your bag, she did something. So it's something is not right about that whole situation. And I'm just gonna say this, like, I grew up on Kenya Moore. I saw her everywhere on TV. She was always someone's girlfriend, someone's wife. So it's not far-fetched to think that maybe Kenya has been somewhere where she's met someone. She might have met her husband somewhere. No. But it's given there's more to the story. So
interesting. That is interesting, actually.
Because it's, I mean, like, when you think about the situation between Shamia and Michael Jackson, it was not that bad. It was not that bad. It was.
You mean Latoya?
Latoya Jackson. There we go. It wasn't that bad. Like, it was just shade, right? This is like banter. But with Britt, it just seems like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
do I miss Candy not being there? No, not really, because when she was there, she was barely there. So go get your bags. You and Todd, go make your money. Go do what you got to do. Portia, yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Portia and the Shamia thing. I said it the last time. I was right. They're not friends. I don't care if Portia says, "Oh, we've been best friends since high school." That's not her friend. That's not her friend. Because did you hear her when Shamia played her song and she was like, "That sound like Drew. That don't sound like you. That's not you singing. How is this your friend since high school, but you don't know what she sound like?"
It's so weird. And the thing is, because like it's not Shamia's first time singing either. Do you know what I mean? Like she's had careers in like different bands and stuff. So like what the hell? Like it just seemed very hatery. Like honestly, it was just like, nah, there's something more here. But do you think it goes the other way? Do you think Shamia also has exactly the same energy for Portia, or do you think it's more coming from Portia's side?
I think it's coming from Portia's side. Like I think that Portia, she's had a lot of time on this show where she's had to fight her way to where she is now, to the respect that she's getting. And I think that Shamia has always sort of been the sidekick, right? The ride-or-die bitch that, come in if Portia ever needed somebody. So now that Shamia is essentially the OG girl now, she has a peach, Portia can't really treat her like, that girl over there. She can't really treat her like that anymore.
Yeah.
Shamia is essentially bringing this group of women together, Portia included. So I think coupled with also her marriage falling apart and Shamia having this big birthday bash, her husband showering her with this like expensive gifts and all of this stuff. Yeah, I think that it's more Portia because like El Michelle said, Portia is finding herself in a place where she didn't think she'd be in again, which is divorced, no man, out here in these streets again. And Shamia she's not there. She belling out notes and thriving right now, okay, in her new car. So I think it's gonna be a very bumpy road for those two because I really don't think that a friendship rooted in jealousy is a friendship at all.
No, it's frenemies basically.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Shamia is putting up with it then. Like if it's coming from Portia and Portia's like hating because she was like more of the it girl, she had the show, she had, do you know what I mean? The relationship had all these things, and Shamia's like her sidekick. Why is Shamia now like not recognizing this and being like, hey, what's going on with you? Like, I don't think that we're actually friends. Like,
I think she picked up on it, especially at the dinner. I think she noticed the shade because usually she'll just roll her eyes or ignore it, but she kind of side-eyed her and she was just like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you doing that?" So I think it's gonna take something drastic to happen. Maybe Portia talks to one of the other ladies and brings up something for Shamia to actually hear it. For her to actually see that, maybe Portia and her are not really like girls. But I don't know. Do I care more about the Shamia being on the show? I mean, Shamia is great. She's just never really been... Like, she doesn't give me Marlo energy. Like, Marlo wanted that peach bad. And when she finally got it, she showed up and she showed out. She showed up and she showed out. So yeah, this season is interesting. I've been a little bit more on the Beverly Hills because that's a whole nother mess happening, and I think Gabrielle is leaving. So I've just kind of been tuned into that drama happening. But yeah, I caught up to it and I was just like, oh, okay. I honestly fast forwarded to the dinner because I really wanted to see
what was going on.
Why Britt was like on so much smoke, because I was just like, damn, I've never seen Kenya really initially just have someone come for her this way, because it's usually Kenya going for somebody.
Yeah.
So I wish they would show whatever picture it was that Kenya had at her party, but I don't think they will.
I don't think they're going. I don't actually think they should. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they should, but it's like I need these ladies to understand that Kenya, the Kenya that we met when she first got on the show, is gone. She's gone. Okay, this one is a little bit more ruthless, more vindictive. She don't care because, like, if you notice her body language, the whole time Britt was yelling, she was just calm. She was on her phone. She didn't say anything, and I think she was calculating already. Oh, I'm gonna get you, but I'm not gonna do it in the way that you're doing. I don't need to do all of this.
But also, don't you think she was scared? Because she was. I felt her body language was more kind of like, I need to actually protect myself now because I don't know. This woman seems actually crazy, and she actually might do me harm. So let me just be mute and do, because she almost had her back to her as well.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, they were in Bankhead. Let's be honest. Yeah. Bankhead is.
No, I'm learning.
Hood.
Yeah,
they're in the hood. So when someone starts talking about pistol whipping and getting this, it's like, oh, it's time for me to go. Where's my car? Portia, can I get into the trunk? Like, it's time to go. So I think she was scared. And the thing with Kenya is Kenya is very good at shading someone, but Kenya is not about that life. Right? Like, if you've seen Kenya from the very beginning up until now, even when she had her issues with Phaedra, she's not about that life. She can't really get in the paint like that. So it's like she can do all the little sneaky stuff, but yeah, she's not about that. Like Phaedra and these women grew up in the streets. Okay, they ghetto and they're ready to snatch you up. Like Portia been snatching wigs left and right. Okay, so
Portia,
Portia is.
I've learned a lot today about Portia. Like, honestly,
when she said she was Nigerian and she said she was Yoruba, I said, "Oh Lord."
One of the
not you exposing us. Not you exposing us, Portia. No. But it makes sense because Yoruba women will they're quick to get the hands up. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I did see Kenya's post about like the whole incident, and look, I think these women know better by now that Bravo doesn't care about anything but Bravo.
Yeah.
Protecting their name, protecting their image is the most important, and editing goes very, very far. So you know what comes with the game. It is just what it is. I think. It's unfortunate because I'm like, y'all some grown women. Like
they probably honestly, that's what throws me all the time because I'm just like, wait, like we're actually age mates. Like, do you know what I mean?
For real.
It's a lot, and I'm not allowed to act like that. So what the hell?
It's just crazy because I think some of these women forget that they have kids, like y'all actual responsibilities.
Yeah.
This is why it throws me off with Kenya whenever she says, "Oh, I'm Miss USA or Miss some," and I'm just like, "Girl, you're not acting like that title though."
At all.
Because let's be honest, you're not the first one. Like I can name a few. Vanessa Williams is by far my favorite, and sis has held that crown with grace and dignity.
Yeah,
but you have dropped the ball. So
honestly,
stop telling us about it.
She kicked it.
Stop telling us about it. We don't want to know. The crown is it's in the gutter at this point.
Honestly. Erin, thank you so much. Yes, really appreciate you. Appreciate everything that you do. Honestly. It's not the same when you're not here at all. So.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm sorry that you're riding solo today. I know Nana said that, her internet was acting crazy, but it's good to see, good to see you guys. So
thank you. She'll be back this week anyway.
Yeah.
For one of the shows. I can't remember, like, probably if we do the comment show or do them guys do news and nonsense as well. She'll be back for that, and obviously our main show too. So.
Are we still doing Married at First Sight? Australia. You guys have to catch up. It's too crazy not to.
I will dip in. I will see what it's saying at the moment, but I'm not committing.
Seriously, even if it's just clips, I'm telling you, it's just the weirdest season ever. Like it's a big question mark. I don't know what is going on, but yeah. If you guys have time, if there's nothing else, I know we're waiting for Love Island to come.
Yes, we are. And US Love Island as well. But watching both of those, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
But it was lovely talking to you, Sade. I'm about to
lovely talking to you too. Yes, have a great holiday, man. Seriously. Enjoy yourself. Okay.
Thank you.
All right,
bye, guys.
See you later. Bye. Thank you, Erin. Thank you. Okay, we have Christian Jane. Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
I'm curious to know, since this is your first season, which housewife is your favorite so far? Which is your favorite and which is your least favorite?
Ooh, okay. So my favorite is Portia.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay. No. Actually, no. I'm conflicted. Portia and Shamia. I like both of them, but for different reasons. I like Portia because I generally like a villain in a show, and I feel like she's got that villain energy. And I feel like, and to be fair, I don't know a lot about her, but I feel like she will create things so it keeps it interesting. I feel like that. I really like Shamia because I just like her life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not complicated. I love her life. I love her house. I feel like she generally has that I'm gonna say like that Southern hospitality thing going on. Do you know what I mean? She comes across really warm and lovely and just nice, but she's got an edge to her. And I think I like that, what people tell me, that she's been loyal to Portia in the past, and I like that. I like that energy. What about least? Who do I least like? It's gotta be Brit, you know?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Brit. Like, I'm not especially this episode, that was an escalation and a half. Like, she overreacted, and I'm not here for it. I'm just not here for it at all. And I think like this whole, like the underlining current of what she kind of puts out is, I'm nice and everybody has an issue with me. When it's just like, no, hun, you're shady as hell, right? Like, you actually are.
She's so shady.
Yeah.
She's so shady. And trying to like start something where there is no problem. And it's funny because Kenya is petty and she can instigate, but like I think this might be the first time that Kenya actually isn't doing anything and like somebody is like overreacting and really creating a situation. Like she complained about the hug that Kenya gave her, and actually she gave Drew the same kind of hug. Like, she complained that she didn't speak to her, or like she was like shading her marriage in the first episode. But it was like, but you were shading everybody by saying like all these people were divorced. And so like when Kenya asked like, "Oh, where's your wedding band?" Like, why is that shady?
100%. That is a very, very good point, because she made it clear. Oh, only 2 of us are married. Like, what?
Yes.
You just met these women.
You don't know them. And then to go from you didn't give me a good hug to
Mm.
I have my pistol with me. Like, girl, what?
Honestly, no,
What is going on?
yeah, yeah. I,
Yeah.
I don't know. She seems untrustworthy. She's clearly volatile. Like, so yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a no from me. Who do you like the most? Who's your favorite housewife?
It's going to be controversial. My favorite is Kenya.
Yeah.
And it's Kenya, not and it's not that I agree with everything she does.
Mhm.
I don't think it's that. But I do think that Kenya has like a star quality about her
Yeah.
that is like similar to Nene.
Mhm.
Not quite at the Nene level, but I think it's similar. I
Mhm.
also, even though I dislike Portia's actions
Mhm.
almost always, I do like Portia. And I
Okay.
don't know what it is about her, but I really do like her. Like I like her presence on the
Mhm.
show, and maybe it is the villain thing. Maybe it's just because I've watched Housewives for since the first season, and like
Oh
so
wow.
I'm like her and Kenya came at the same time, and so
Yeah.
maybe it's
Wait,
that.
did they? So they started at
Yeah,
the same
they start the
time.
same season. Yeah.
Oh,
And they were
okay.
fighting on that
Yes.
season. Yes.
I
Yeah.
heard, I heard, I heard, I heard. So it's
Yeah.
like kind of interesting because I think in the earlier episode this season, they was just like, look at us now. Like, do you know, we can sit
Yeah.
down
Hmm.
and chat and stuff. So it must have been pretty bad. Like them two going at each other must have been
It
terrible.
was horrific. It was
Yeah.
it was so bad.
Yeah.
And then Portia was suspended for a season for pulling Kenya off the couch by her hair at the
Oh,
reunion.
okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I mean, Kenya definitely was instigating, but I don't think that gives you the right to like physically harm someone. And
Not
Portia
at
has an
all.
issue with like putting her hands on people
Yeah.
and then saying like, "Oh, I'm young and I don't know." And I just like, "No, girl. That's no."
No.
Maybe that's why I don't like her.
Right.
But
Okay.
I like her, but I don't. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Um I also really like Shamia
Mm-hmm.
because she has been like a friend of the show for so long and we've seen her so much.
Mm-hmm.
I just this is also going to be controversial. I just think
Okay.
Shamia is tacky though.
Oh.
I think her clothes are
Okay.
tacky. I think her furniture is tacky. I think the way she displays her wealth is tacky.
Oh.
But but
Mhm.
I think that
Mhm.
Shamia is a lovely person,
Right.
you know, and I think that is evidenced by her appearing on the show so often and just like coming off like a genuine friend in
Yeah.
past seasons.
Mhm.
And even this episode, like she apologized to Angela.
Yes.
She didn't have to be prompted to do it. Nobody had to tell her. She said that she felt terrible about it. She
Mhm.
apologized to Angela. She was like, you know, I should have never attacked your looks.
Mhm.
That's not who I am. And that's something that you almost never see on these
Okay.
housewife shows. Like women actually taking accountability, apologizing, and especially without like anyone telling them to do it. So
Right.
for that
Okay.
reason, I like
Mm.
Shamia, but I do think she's tacky.
So definitely giggling at the tacky bit. But Christian, so is it a genuine apology if she's cracking jokes about it beforehand? Because she was doing the
Yeah.
whole, do you know what I mean? Because I'm just
I
like,
I am that
Shamia.
type of person. So I
Okay.
will genuinely, I think it's just like a playfulness because Shamia
Hmm.
is really playful. She's very silly.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think I know for me, sometimes I will crack jokes,
Hmm.
or like make super messed up comments, even when I know it's wrong, because it just kind of rolls off.
Right. Right. Right.
Now the difference is I don't do it on camera,
Right.
but but I do think that I do think it's a genuine apology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's messy, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you think do you think Angela truly accepted it as well?
I do. I don't think that
Mhm.
Angela really wants a problem with anybody. I
True.
think like the way she confronted Shamia was a little weird at that gym. But I
Mm-hmm.
think that she was trying to step up into a role of like being like kind of creating a scene a little bit for the cameras.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't think that Angela wants a problem with anybody. Like I think
Yeah.
she is just that person. I kind of see her as almost like a Cynthia figure
Mm-hmm.
who is like they're not the most exciting person, but friendly, warm, overall well-meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah,
Okay. So, okay, in your opinion, what do you think? How do you think Angela's going to now deal with this situation with Portia? Because Portia said, "I know something about Charles, Angela's husband," and then she
yeah.
didn't. She didn't expand. So, what do you think? How do you think Angela's going to handle that?
I think Angela is going to ignore it. I think
Right.
she's going to ignore it for as long as
Hmm.
possible.
Yeah.
And I think that she I honestly don't even think she'll be clever enough to say like, girl, let's not do this because you know your messy situation. I don't think she will even be that clever. I think somebody might step in to defend Angela. I don't know. I just don't see her
Mm,
as combative, right? Like I
yeah.
see her as a little messy,
Hmm.
as a little willing to, you know, be in the mix, but I don't really
Mm,
see her as like I feel like Kelly is willing to get a lot messier. I feel like Britt is
yeah.
willing to get a lot messier, but I
Hmm.
don't see Angela that same way. With that
Yeah.
said, I didn't think that I would like Kelly, but
Mm,
I
same.
do like her. I also think she is tacky,
Mm,
but I but I she's not my favorite,
mhm,
but and I am really hard on new cast members. So
mhm,
generally I'm like, no. No. When
mhm.
Drew came, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I do like Kelly a bit.
Mhm.
Not a ton, but I think she's cool. I think she adds an interesting element.
Yeah. She's growing
Um
on me. She's growing on me. I can't lie. Like in the beginning, I was
yeah.
no, but
Yeah.
yeah, she's growing on me. But that's interesting. I think you're right. I think like it's probably going to come from like defending Angela is probably going to come from maybe Shamia or Kenny.
Yes.
Do you know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes. I agree with you. I
Mm,
agree. Yeah, because she's just not that girl. And I think
mm,
Portia is like a mess magnet, which
mm,
is interesting because she doesn't have to be like
mm,
she has like a Nene star power. She
mhm.
just does not harness it well. Nene messed up her star power by being mean. And Portia is just messy. Like Portia
Yeah.
moves in my opinion, Portia moves like somebody who is like thirsty
Mm,
for a come up, but
mhm.
it's weird because she doesn't have to be.
Right.
Like she just is. And I don't think that she recognizes how powerful she can be without a man, without creating
Mm,
mess, without being, too over the top. And maybe
yeah.
that is because when she started on the show, she was younger. She got this really strong fan base really quickly. And
Mhm.
so, like, now she's not being challenged to grow,
Mm,
right? And like, she's able to still get what she wants in a way. Um, yeah. But
yeah.
even with Kenya's messiness, because Kenya is
Mhm.
also very messy, there's still a maturity to Kenya, right? Like
Mm,
you've never seen Kenya put her hands on anybody. Like she's messy, she's shady, it's sometimes annoying and over the top, but like she also recognizes that this is a show. And even off the show, all the women have said like Kenya will check on you. She's super sweet. She's not she is shady and she's messy, but she's not really as shady and messy as she is on camera.
right. Okay.
So Kenya knows that it's like, it's a part. It's
Yeah.
entertainment.
Mhm.
Portia thinks that it's her real life.
Right. Okay. She needs
Yeah.
to differentiate that. to be honest. Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Christian.
Thank
Really appreciate it.
you.
Lovely talking to you. Thanks
Yes,
for
and pray for us here, girl, in America, because
yes.
we are struggling. Okay.
We know honestly, we are seriously
Yes.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
our
I'm gonna
hearts
be
are
getting out soon.
yeah.
I'm planning on spending a couple of months, maybe longer, in London,
Oh,
starting in
really?
the fall because I'm like, I gotta get out. I've lived in New York City for the last 9 years, and I
Yeah.
finally said, like, once this presidency came about, I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not living through another Trump presidency, not in America. I gotta
No.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. Come over if you can get here earlier though. Is it definitely the fall? Because actually fall's
I
kind of
know.
nice. It can be nice, but like it depends how long you're gonna stay because it does get cold and a
I
bit
want
grey.
to miss the tourists.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't, I'm not a touristy person. So it'll
No.
be like the end of August, beginning of
Okay.
September,
Well,
and
that's
then
nice. Yeah.
I'll be
Okay,
there
cool.
for a while, couple
Oh,
months at least.
that would be lovely. We should probably do a meetup or something around then. That would be really cool
Yes.
as
I would
well.
love that.
If you come end of August, you'll see Carnival, which is a big
Oh,
deal. Yeah, it's the last Monday in August. That's the best day to go. So
oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm putting that on my calendar.
yeah, definitely.
All right.
It's nothing like it. Well, obviously there's carnivals in other places, but for us in the UK, like it's just such an event. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it'll
I
be
love
cool.
that. Thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I love
you. It's so
it.
nice to get to connect with y'all. I
Yeah.
love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Oh,
Keep
thank you.
streaming.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you so much, Christian. Have a great day.
You
See you later.
too. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye. Lovely. I love it. See, we have got American cousins. Other people will be telling us that no one likes us, but you guys do. It's me so much. Seriously. So cool. Okay, I think we've got time for maybe one more call. Someone wants to jump on. Let me see what people are saying as well. El Michelle says Nene was mean and thought she was bigger than the network. Oh gosh, Nana's saying Angela needs to step it up. Yeah, I think so. I don't know how she's going to deal with this whole thing with Portia. Honestly, it's a lot. And I want her to back herself. I want Angela to back herself how she was backing what do you call it, Drew, with the whole Shamia coming for Drew and asking her that question about Dennis, whether she's dating Dennis. She should have come with that energy and she came with nothing. Yes, Dammy J, you're absolutely right. It's not all Americans fighting us because they know the bigger agenda better as one. Yes, absolutely. All Shades Cards on Instagram says Nene was mean but so entertaining. Yes. I mean, I've seen her clips. Yeah. She's a lot. But also like Phaedra and what do you call it? Was it Phaedra? It was Phaedra and Kenya at the reunion. Oh, I've never seen anything like it. That is classic. So I'm really looking forward to Phaedra coming back and seeing what she can do. Yeah. Saying Birdie saying it would be interesting to see how she would come back, like what the energy would be like. Yeah, honestly. El Michelle saying, did aunties hear the tea on Charles's baby out of wedlock? No. Oh gosh, is that what Portia's hinting at? He's had a baby on Angela. Oh gosh, that would be annoying. That would be annoying for her. So do people agree? Do we think that Shamia is a bit tacky? Is she a bit tacky? Oh god. Honestly, I don't know. Oh yes, you think? Oh no, so hold on. I think fans were robbed with Candy and Phaedra. What do you mean, Buddy? Am I not getting a reference? Maybe not. All Shade says, referring to Nene, her memes will live on. Ah, El Michelle is back. Hey, El Michelle.
I'm only calling back because you were asking questions. I feel like you have to have the answers for them. So
Okay.
that's the only reason I'm calling. No
Educate
problem.
me. Let's
So
go.
the question about Angela, people started noticing when she on the show, when she started breaking down the ages of the kids, she mentioned that Charles had a baby. I didn't notice it, but somebody said they didn't say the age of the baby. So rewinding back, somebody found a clip of Wendy Williams. Queen Wendy, she had on her show, this was around the time when she was leaving Kelvin, her ex-husband. She saw Charles because she always talked about how good her and Charles Oakley are friends and everything. She saw Charles. Angela told Wendy, she was just like, you can get over it. When Wendy knew about the baby, when the baby thing came out, she was like, you can get over it. And Wendy made a comment. It's like, how did you know, or did that happen to you? And she looked back at Charles and then looked at Wendy and said yes. Yeah, so yeah, that's the thing with the outside, the quote unquote possible outside baby. And then there was another thing. Okay, Phaedra. I know people like Phaedra. Do you know the whole Phaedra Candy Portia situation of it all?
I know a little bit. So okay. I think Phaedra said some stuff about Candy. So Candy and Portia used to be close.
Yeah, Candy and Portia used to be close to the point where when Portia left her first husband, Candy kind of helped her out. Portia couldn't sing like that. She thought she was a singer, and she put her on her play, Mama, something about Mama I Love Him or something like that. I can't remember the name of the play, but it was basically about how Mama Joyce didn't like Todd, and so they made a play. So Portia was in the play. So fast forward, Portia made a comment saying that Todd and Candy tried to drug Portia because she wanted to take them to her dungeon and have a threesome. At the reunion, the very first 4-part reunion that Bravo has ever had, on the very 4th part, the entire episode was Portia saying, if you want to discuss that, you can discuss it with my attorney, Phaedra, and basically said that Phaedra was the one that told her this lie, told her the story. Phaedra did not speak on it. Phaedra wouldn't say nothing about it. She hasn't spoken about it. People bring it up. She was on a she was on an Ultimate Girls trip. She refused to talk about it. She was on Married to Medicine. She refuses to talk about it. She does not talk about it. That's why Phaedra didn't come back to the show, because Candy pretty much said, I'm not coming back on the show if she comes back on the show.
Right.
So now that Candy's not there, they brought Phaedra back. Another thing about Phaedra, I'm sorry, I do not like Phaedra. She's great at reading the girls. She has beautiful babies, but I just don't see it for her. Another thing that she did, and this is what I'm kind of waiting on when Phaedra shows up. She made a comment, and this was the same season. She said that Shamea and Candy had a sexual relationship, had a lesbianic relationship going on in front of Phaedra, in front of Portia. And Portia didn't clear it up. Portia didn't correct it. Portia didn't say, no, that's not my friend. Portia just sat there on mute the entire time. So when it comes to Phaedra, it's like Phaedra is Portia's mouthpiece. And I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen when she comes on, knowing that Shamea and Portia are not in the best place right now. I'm not even sure how Shamea feels about Portia at the same time. I'm sorry, how Shamea feels about Phaedra right now. Yeah. I want to speak on because I'm in these streets. I work from home, so like YouTube is constantly on all day long. So Shamea made a comment about the Angela Oakley of it all. It sounds like they're actually friends right now. Because people have been saying, why is she still making fun of her in the comments and everything like that? It's a thing. They had a meeting, or Bravo has this thing right now where, especially with Atlanta, a lot of the storylines come out in the blogs. A lot of the storylines come out in their Twitter feeds. And people don't stop caring about the show because especially during Bolo Gate, when they had the stripper, everybody kind of knew about the whole stripper fiasco before the show even came on.
Wait, sorry, what's Bolo Gate?
There's this very popular stripper named Bolo. He has a very big thing. And so he's very popular. And so on Cynthia's bachelorette party. They went to Hilton Head, I believe it was. And the Bolo came out. He did his performance. They had an after hours thing where they tried to cover up all the cameras, but the cameras caught little bits and pieces of things. And what happened that night was Portia had sex with the stripper. With a girl named Tanya. Well, Tanya was in the room, but Tanya never confirmed that she was in the room. Tanya never confirmed that she was in the room with them. Candy was next door to this room that Portia was in the room with Bolo. But Candy, she's like, I'm not putting people on Front Street. Like, this is a bachelorette party. You don't talk about what goes on in the bachelorette party. But Kenya was just like, I went to the bathroom and I heard something going on, and I think it was Portia's voice. And there was another girl in the room, but Tanya, nobody could account for Tanya. Yes, and Tanya was my girl, but when that storyline came up, Tanya got up off the table and left. Tanya was not no. Tanya was just like, "You're not gonna mess with my relationship. You're not gonna put me out here." And Tanya was out. Yes.
Out.
Yes. And the thing is, Kenya already didn't see it for Tanya because Kenya didn't see it for Tanya. I think the previous season, because I forgot exactly how it happened, but Kenya bought this woman that said that she was having a relationship with Tanya's boyfriend. She was called the Cookie Lady. She was called the Cookie Lady. It's like Kenya has been doing this for a long time. Like, yeah.
Wow. This sounded like this season is tame. This season is
yes.
So tame.
This season is very tame. And y'all said something about it feeling like Love and Hip Hop a little bit. The intro feels like Love and Hip Hop. Side note, I need everybody to pay attention to Kelly on the intro. Does she not look like a streetwalker in the intro? She has the leather short outfit with fur around her. And for some reason, they have these women standing by the street like, y'all look like streetwalkers. What are we doing? That's all.
I noticed that they were by the street, but I didn't put.
Especially Kelly. I'm not saying all of them, but Kelly in that slick red outfit. I'm like, baby, like you're on the street. But I like Kelly though.
I do like Kelly as well. She's growing on me. She's growing on me.
Yeah,
okay,
and I think those are all the important stories that we need to remember as we continue on this season, especially with the Phaedra of it all. Phaedra is a great reader, but when it comes to her real life and presenting us her real life, she does not do it.
She's a bit. But okay, thank you, El Michelle. I feel like this might be a regular spot. You can give the actual. What do you call it? The detail. Seriously, absolutely love it. Thank you so much.
No problem. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Wow, I have been told today. Seriously, seriously, this is an education. Honestly. Okay, guys, I feel like we're gonna wrap it up there. Thank you so much. Yeah. I love the recap for me as well. Seriously, Zora. Thank you so much, especially El Michelle, Christian, Jane, and Erin as well, kind of thing. That is everybody, right? I think that spoke, and of course, Yvonne White for the super chat. Appreciate you. I will say next week is my birthday. Next week, well, it's the day before. Is it the day before or 2 days before my birthday next week? Yeah. So I want to see chats upon chats. I want to see super chats. I want to see likes. I want to see subscribes. Is that you can say it? Seriously, next week is going to be a vibe. Make sure you guys book the like button now. Also, share this with like-minded people too. Join the membership as Nana's just put in the chat. Shout out to Nana in the chat, keeping it alive as well. all that. Appreciate you. And guys, make sure as well, follow all of us on all of our different planners, channels. Nana's for Evan's sake and Nana Evans.com. Mine is Sade Salami Official. My vlog is out as well. Watch that too. And follow your aunties can never, obviously, too. And I will see you next week or maybe later on this week. We'll see. Anyway, and also as well, if you what do you call it? If you're in our WhatsApp chat, we'll be chatting in there as well, kind of thing. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you later. Bye. Okay, I gotta press this myself. Thank you. You guys are the best.